You already know who the fuck I'm getting, nigga. I'm gonna write some suggestions in the comments, man. Who y'all want me to get? You trying to smoke, bae? What are you making? What are you making? You still on the phone with your daddy? Tell him I said it was cracking.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the
This nigga got the Browns.
made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hey, what up, cuz? You got a mic? Talk your shit.
Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
What we doing? Zone blitz. Yeah. Watch Odell Beckham.
They go play action. Mayfield.
Don't play with me, boy.
Open things up. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for
Green Bay.
Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
This
now.
nigga acting mad, and I ain't gonna lie to you.
Quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt.
Don't do that shit no more.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here I come.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 19.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About the pop shit.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Rodgers pass.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel
do what we do.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Hey, you got a lighter, babe? Bro, I swear to God, this nigga ass is mad.
Started the Green Bay offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers.
Come on, Adams!
And unable to break away.
Niggas act like they can't fucking break a tackle, bro.
For a real head scratcher there.
Go play, Juju, go.
That will force a turnover on down.
Do me a favor, see if you see a lighter on the table for me, please.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Never mind, I got it, Juju, I got it. That's how niggas lock up D. Blitz.
Mayfield down.
Oh my God.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete.
Austin Hooper. 33 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You got a letter?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
So you don't see one?
Working from the gun. Rodgers looking deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 49 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
That's the score. Browns 21. Packers 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Juju, give her the other piece of that thing.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
13 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mayfield on 1st down.
Come on, bro.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28. Packers 7. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Covered by Denzel Ward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers.
Come on, bro.
Pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL.
Motherfucker crackhead walk by looking at that damn microwave.
Welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Take it, stupid. Here. Man, ain't gonna beat your ass for taking it.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter from the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
You know how many
He's
people
going to
I've
get this
seen
all the way
driving
down
around?
inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
M.J. Stewart in on the tackle.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers.
Good shit, Valdez.
It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh my
Be
God.
intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Kareem Hunt.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's
Fuck
got
out of here,
Landry
nigga.
complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
2
you're
yards.
able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there, and they'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Shit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
Here back.
Through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bro, this nigga play like good,
I think this is where they put on the boxing
hood,
gloves.
watch you run.
Start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll line wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So they elect to decline.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
What did he say?
And as they come to the line...
The Brussels sprouts? No.
I've had bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts before. Those were fucking delicious. What did I make them for?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Falcons.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Counter, Gurley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action with Ryan. Flush to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This one caught by Ridley. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, a touchdown machine. He scores from a yard out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Lions nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed, the lack of great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. So they will go for it. Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a first and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Swift. Swift is hit, and he caught it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones there to make the grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Ryan. Open man, it's Stocker. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
First and goal at the 3.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And this time he is in. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for?
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown again. For 21 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And only able to get this this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he finds Danny Amendola. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking deep now for Amendola. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell